Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Got a few things to say. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. Didn't think I was going to get that many likes and subscribes right away, but social media helps, I guess. Special thanks out to two people. First two subscribers that I have. They're the ones that can kind of help me do my show, I guess. So, had a question. We'll do a walk around of the chopper here. So we'll do kind of a walk around. Got any more questions? Ask. All right. We bought this in, I think, 2014 online auction. Before this, we just had a pull type chopper, 2-row horn head, 7-foot hay head. This head here, I just bought this in the middle of last season's corn silage crop. We had some storm damage and some down corn, and we were really working the head hard. It was plugging and it was all lodged, and we tore one of the gearboxes out. We were in a real big hurry, so then we decided to see what John Deere had on hand. They had this one, used one. It's a 2013. It's a small drum. There's two different styles that Kemper makes, a smaller drum and a big drum. I'm going to show you what it looks like in here. These teeth just kind of carried in, and this bottom ones here are the ones that do the cutting, and it all travels in and along and feeds into the throat there. Feed rolls behind, that's your cutter head, and then it gets thrown into the accelerator and thrown into your wagon or your truck. This one's got the contour package. It's these little pieces down here. There's sensors on them, and it keeps the head level. So when you're in uneven ground, so you ain't digging one side of the head or the other end of the ground. It's kind of neat. The one I had before, I don't know if I said it or not, it was a 6-row. That one, I've seen a lot of work. So, give me a good deal on the trade-in. Actually, they give me more for what I paid for it when I bought it the first time, so I thought it kind of was like a no-brainer. Get rid of it. There's two different styles of spouts. They call this the California spout, and they got a high arch spout. I also have the high arch spout too. That's what it came with, and then when we got it, we got our chopper boxes over there, and they all got roofs on them, and I like to keep the roofs on them, I guess. So, let me show you the engine in here. It's a John Deere engine. It's 412 to 430 horse. The turbo, I have to replace that. It's acting up on me, and it's for the variable turbo. The actuator, I don't know if it's just the actuator, I'm not real sure, but I talked to one of my mechanics and he said, get rid of it. It'll solve lots of your troubles. So, that's what I gotta do on that. Hopefully before I get it really into corn silage here, I gotta change that because all the sensors and electronics on there tell it the turbo's not working right, so then it degrades your engine and then you lose horsepower, and I need all the power I can get when I'm chopping corn, especially if it's wet and muddy. And so, well, I don't know. That's where it attaches here. These are the stands. It's your PTO that runs your gearbox here for your head. Inside here, this is where all the cutting, and right back there is the accelerator. You see that round cover there. That's the accelerator. They also call it a blower. I gotta put the kernel processor in yet. I haven't done that yet. I was hoping to finish up my hay, but I got a phone call here the other day and gotta do some custom work for a guy, so I'm gonna throw that in quick, and I'm gonna make a video of that. It's not too big a deal. It takes about half an hour or so to throw that in. We'll climb up in the cab here. I'll show you what the cab looks like. Come to the fire extinguisher. It's just a water fire extinguisher. You put air in here, and this is a auto grease. Got the steering wheel here, and you push this lever here, bring your steering wheel down. There we go. That's for lights and blinkers, and this here is your air conditioning and heater and your radio. These buttons here, that's them two. Well, this part here is for your metal alert. So if you have any metal that goes into the chopper, there's a magnet in there that trips a signal that shuts the feed rolls off, so you don't chop up any metal. That one there is an option I don't have. I could buy it. It's just a wiring harness, and it's for that. So that's basically, you can run that down the center of the roll, and if you had that punched in here, you wouldn't have to steer it. It'd steer itself until you got to the end of the roll. It's kind of neat, but you don't really need it. This here is for sharpening the knives. All this one does is there's a door in there that, come on, focus, that opens and shuts. This is for your setting up your cutter bar. This is for taking back your cutter bar. This one here is for your kernel processor. I don't have motors on my kernel processor to set it up. I just manually do it. It's not that big a deal, so you just crawl underneath the wrench and you can't really see that, but right there is just for your windshield wiper and another light switch. These are your instrument panel here, your gauges, lots of beeping noises, and it's hard to see. Shut the fan off here a second. Oh, well, it's so hard to see, but down here is your fuel gauge, your temp gauge, your miles per hour, RPMs, and this one's your, I wish you could see better, there you go. This one's here, your cutter head speed. These buttons here, they'll help you move certain things, or do certain things like here. This one here is for how long your cut is. There's all kinds of stuff on here, so I don't quite all know yet, and I've owned it since 14, so it's got a big book. Here's your hand control. This does your forward, your back. This button here is for your transmission. It's a Pro Drive. This is basically a automatic 2-speed transmission. One speed is road gear, the other speed is field gear. So your field gear is 0 to 13 miles an hour, and your road gear is 0 to 26 miles an hour. So when you want to go down the road, you push this button. You see the lights on for field. When you push this button, it goes off. Then you're for field mode. And only way anything works for operation of the chopper is when it's in field mode. As soon as you push the road mode, all your hydraulics, all your cutter, all your stuff, it shuts it down. So field mode. This one here is parking brake. This one here turns on your cutter head. This one here is move your spout up or down. This button here, you can program your spout to go back in position, set to rest position. This here is your cutter, your feed roller speed, and runs your either your corn head, or you can see over there my hay head, runs it at a higher speed so you can go faster ground speed for thinner crop. These are your auxiliary hydraulics. This one here is for folding the head up. This is another option. You can have more things on there. Go back to this one here. This button here, side to side, up and down. Side to side is for your spout. And the up and down runs that little spout way at the end. See how it's moving there? This one here is lifting your head. So up is up and down is down. These buttons here, you can program them in for your head height. So you can have one for up and two is for down. And then here's another button. When you're programming that, you can adjust your head height. This number here is your head height. So it's kind of neat. There's a lot of stuff it's a lot of stuff. Here's your automatic and manual grease. And this is right here. This is for your differential lock. This is to help your rear wheel assist. This one here, these are your throttle. That horn and ether. This here is for your preservative. That's what that can is right there. Put your crop preservative in there, and you can set your rate. It's been kind of knocked around this summer by tree limbs and stuff, so there's a little gauge in there that floats up and down, and you can how much you put on per ton when you're chopping. So yes, have any questions? Ask them. I don't know. It's kind of hard to, what everybody kind of wants. It's fine to let you know. I don't mind it, I guess. I hope you guys liked it. Like I say again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the likes. I'm gonna see where this channel goes and try to give you something at least, a couple times a week, or see how it goes. Maybe I'll get the camera out and figure that thing out and get going with that too. So we'll see once. So all right, well, I'm done with this one for now, so we'll maybe see you guys later.